Hello everybody, I'm backtracking Pop6983 here. We're back for some more Kirby Superstar Ultra. In the last episode, we did this planet and another one which was full of boss fights for no reason other than just because. And in this episode, we are going to be, I guess, going for the remaining abilities that I missed. How are you hitting me? You're like 5 feet below me. You're like a short girl that's like 4'2" or some shit, and they're like, "Oh, I'm really tall." Yeah, right, buddy. But as I was saying, in this episode, we're gonna be backtracking. This is what you got to do for that one ability, which is go up here. This is really clever. I'm not gonna lie. You go all the way up with all of these burning Leos. Go into this door. That is your first ability. Okay. And now our second ability. For now, let's just keep going. Let's enjoy our ride. Yeah, in this episode, we're going to be continuing with the last two planets in this mode. A-la mode. I don't believe I need to do the one back there, but anyways, what we need to do is get out here, grab wing or something to break these blocks. Parasol Waddle-Dee. You really like that card, don't you? Well, it's all yours, buddy. We gotta fight Bugsy. Hey, Bugsy. How you doing? There we go. And now that we're done fighting Bugsy, we get suplex, and that should be it. I guess I'll see you all in a moment once I'm out of this area. I got onto this cart the wrong way, or that was the incorrect cart, I guess. Let's go ahead and cut to when I get done with this area, I guess. Okay, now that we're done with that planet, now we can finally start properly. 2 minutes. Okay, so finally, we're going to the Mekkai planet. The machine planet, specifically. I wonder, are we going to continue the trend of where, you know, where I miss every ability? Oh, I almost fell into my demise. For whatever reason, I was like, yeah, there's definitely going to be something there. Okay. Let's just progress this way, I guess. This planet looks familiar. I think I do remember this. I probably won't remember it perfectly, but I do remember certain things about it. Like that the floor disappears. And if you make the floor disappear, that happens. Hi, Jet. No, wait, I wonder. Can I do this? I cannot do that. It's just from the cannon itself. Cool. Well then. Okay, let me go with wing. That way I cannot die. Ever. He then proceeds to lose all 9 of his lives. Alright. I feel like even after we use this bomb, there's something off to the side or something. There is nothing off to the side. Cool. Okay then, the 2 for 2 deal. I was joking about losing all my lives. You know what? Fine. A red birdmon. You don't see that every day. Oh, okay. Well, I think I'm just going to take the damage boosts. You know, that would have been easier. I'm going to go into this door. This room is full of gyms, so I'm going to assume this is the area where you get a yo-yo. It is the place where you get yo-yo. There's only one more ability left in this area, and then we're done. We'll go ahead and do that. Parasol. I think it should have been the other way around. That way I could have had a Parasol D with me, but it's okay. At least it shows that it's one of the two abilities. I want to say since that one popped up first, it's the very first ability. And that's right. I have to push that button, don't I? I don't think it's for something important. I think it's just for sweets. So I may be backtracking for nothing. But regardless, I want to be extremely sure, as I have missed both of the three abilities on the very first planet both times already. Ooh, what if I did this? Interesting, I cannot do that. That stays open for a very long time. Oh no, you know what? I understand. Give me wing. This will make me so much faster. There we go. Much better. This kind of reminds me of the area for, what is it? Meta Knight ship. The Halberd for Smash Bros. Brawl. Also, the very first planet that we went to. The one where I kept, messing up. Because I couldn't... Or the one with the seasons, I should say specifically. That also reminds me of a Smash Bros. Brawl stage. Because I believe that is the exact same mechanic. It might be because, you know, it's Sakurai. And, you know, he also worked on... He's basically the creator of Kirby. So, you know... It would make sense if he made those areas based off of the games that he made. So, yeah. Ooh, a cherry. I'm going to be doing all these boss fights just because I feel like one of these rooms has an ability that we don't have. We definitely do have the ability suplex. So I'm not going to be spending much time here. Or rather, I guess I fortunately have to spend time here because it's not the correct one. Let's do that. Which one are you? Chef Kawasaki, we don't get Chef specifically. So, there we go. Yeah, we cannot... The abilities that are one and done, you cannot take them with you. Unfortunately. Bonkers we already have. We could definitely skip these boss fights. But I don't know which room is the one with. Okay, so that is the ending door. We'll keep that in mind, I guess. Poppy Brothers, we already beat you before. And we already have your ability. So, get out of here. I want to say only 2 more rooms. I'm not sure. You are an ability that we already have, I believe. Unless throw is completely different in this game. Or, I feel like throw and suplex. Oh, plasma! I wasn't expecting plasma, but okay. Hello, wisps. And thank you very much for all these healing items. And we're out of here, finally. That makes a lot more sense why it's wisp. Oh, we're fighting the heavy lobster again. Interesting. But you know what? I'll give this to you. Give me yo-yo. This is very helpful for beating this boss. Ah. Okay, thank you. Oh, okay. I'm getting way too greedy. That's the magma blob. We're done fighting heavy lobster. I don't know why heavy lobster is in this area. There was a heavy lobster on Popstar, and there's one on the Mekkai planet. That's really weird. Okay, on to the last planet. All right, there we go. And there's only 2 abilities. I like doing the thing where you bounce off of your helper. windy planet. A heckin' windy. You know that fox. It looks like a dog, but honestly, if you've seen that fox, good for you. You know memes. Can I reach it in time? I definitely can. It's just I wanted those abilities, or not those abilities, those healing items first. This just definitely makes it a lot easier. And there's nothing else here? I don't believe so. So let's just go into the door. Oh, he looks so cute inside the car. There definitely feels like there's one ability in here. But it's just a lot of exploring. If I want to find it. You want my treasure? You can have it. I left everything I gathered together in one place. Now you just have to find it. Goldie Roger. Or Gold Roger, if you haven't watched One Piece. I've kind of run out of things to say. There is technically one last thing that I do want to share, but I have it in my notes on my phone. My phone is locked at the moment. I'm sorry, Wisp, but this has caught my attention. The important thing. Oh, I almost died. Yes, I am glad that I came here. Psy Mirror, or Mirror specifically. Psy Mirror is the helper. Leave him alone. Psy Mirror, there we go. Now give me... You know what? We'll do it manually. Let's get Hammer and do this manually. Psy Mirror, I'm sorry. We're no longer going into the cart rides. Let's go ahead and take this warp star. Maybe I can unlock my phone by the time this is done. All right, the last thing I wanted to talk about now that I've seen my notes. So when I was a lot younger, I don't know why, but it just did happen. Whenever I would go out into like, just, you know, play outside out in the sun, I would get like this really awful like mark that would pop up on my leg. Why? That's like the third time in this series that like that's happened where like I don't know if it's like that the cable's messed up, I'm not sure. But yeah, whenever I would go out into the sun, I wanted to give you stuff. There we go. Whenever I would go out into the sun, I'd get this horrible mark on my leg. That was, it was in the shape of it was in the shape of a ninja. No, it was in the shape of a tree, which is really weird. I don't know why I had that, but it's gone now, thankfully. I would always put on like sunscreen, and no matter what, it would pop up, and I'm like, what the heck is this? Why is this like on my leg? Like, it didn't hurt per se, but it was just really weird that I would get like a mark. My name is Mark. My name is not actually Mark. But it's interesting that, you know, that would pop up on my body. And I had no reason. I had no way to explain it aside from just it existed. Oh, right. So remember that computer virus? I don't know why I said it that way. The computer virus. The computer virus that we fought. Well, we have to fight it again, but now it's stronger. Oh, we could have killed it. Ah, dang. Thankfully, that was not an ice attack. Okay, so that was the very first boss. The second one is an Evil Knight. Evil Knight takes the first attack. It has 3 types of attacks. It does that. It does one where it guards itself, and then one where it rains down that. And those can actually do damage to you if you're guarding, so be careful. This is not the last boss. There is one more. This one is a lot trickier. You know, playing through the games now, this makes me wonder if this boss, or rather, if Landia from Kirby... Ow! It makes me wonder if Landia from Return to Dreamland is actually a reference to this boss. Be careful because these can actually hurt you regardless of you guarding. I'm surprised it hasn't done one of its attacks. It's about to do it right now, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, well, it can do an attack where it summons a great wind and it goes like vertically, not vertically, horizontally across the screen. Diagonally, but horizontally, mostly across the screen. But yeah, this dragon reminds me of like Landia a lot, and I'm just like, is this like a reference to Landia, or is Landia a reference to the virus? If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm probably gonna put up on the screen a picture of Landia. Cute dragon. Or cute dragons. Okay, now that we have all 19 abilities, there is but one thing left to do. And I am stupid, I guess. Because I don't know. Oh, there it is. There's Nova. For whatever reason, I was like, where's Nova? Why can't I go to the sun and moon? Okay. Well, I guess this was all of 3 episodes. This is going to be the last one, I guess. Go ahead and probably do this. No. This one. There we go. Ready? I will grant you one wish. You probably can't see it. I'll leave it at that, whatever. Well, I want to control Popstar. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. I did it. It all went according to plan. I got the sun and moon to fight. I got you into space. It was all according to my perfect little plan. So now Popstar is mine. Oh, mine. Now I can cause all the mischief I want. See you later. My bad. Oh, that's another laugh, but I'm not doing it. My bad if I probably should have a pop filter for this. I do. It's connected to the mic, but I'm not using it at the moment. This new ability that we have. You know what? I'm not gonna speak because I think I'm gonna spoil something for another mode in this game. So I'm not gonna speak. Yeah, what we gotta do is go over to the Galactic Nova, who's trying to, I guess, take care of the sun and moon. And we are going to be fighting. Well, first and foremost, this is just like a very slow auto scroller. I couldn't think of the word. But yeah, I have a pop filter on this mic. It's just I don't use it for whatever reason. Even though I do like my voice acting quite a bit. I don't know why I don't use it. This is the only attack you can really do on this machine, for lack of a better term. But yeah, I have a filter. I never use it, which is really weird. I should use it. Oh, also, this is, I guess, a survive-a-thon, so be very careful. As if you do die, you go back to the beginning of this. This kind of reminds me of another game. I don't remember what that game is called. I've only ever seen it. But we're going to be fighting the Galactic Nova Nucleus. What you're supposed to be doing is knocking out all these parts. Every time you knock out a part, it's going to become faster and faster. So be very careful. Ow. Okay. It goes faster and faster. And then I believe it goes backwards. Go around town. But yeah, this is a very cool boss fight. We get to do this entire fight. This is the last one. No. I was lying. I'm sorry for being a liar, people. That should be the last one. And now we get to fight. Wait a minute. We're almost done. We chipped off a little bit of the Nova. And now I am not in a good position to be fighting this at the moment. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in a horrible position to fight at the moment. But this is Marx, the boss, the #1 head honcho of Kirby Superstar Ultra. Well, I say that. Also, be careful. Whenever these seeds drop, big vines will pop up. But this is the most memorable boss of Kirby Superstar Ultra. Be careful. He's going to come out from the ground whenever he does that. Be careful. He's going to shoot a bunch of arrows. If you played Smash Bros. Ultimate, you know what his moveset is. As he is a boss there. Be careful. You need to destroy... Never mind. You needed to inhale that. My bad. He's going to... Yeah, he's going to shoot a giant laser. A very tough boss fight. Like I said, I am in no position to be fighting this at the moment. And yet here I am. More than ready for this. Ooh, we need to be careful. We need to run away. We need to run away. We need to run away. And then he shoots more arrows. Oh, shoot. Oh, my goodness. We just need one more attack, both of us. Oh, I can't believe I did that. With a sliver of HP. And that's it. This is a really fun mode. Every time I play this mode, I'm always just surprised by how I can't speak, by how fun it is. And the bottom screen says the end, by the way. But yeah, it's always really fun to play this mode. Oh, look at Kirby sleeping. This is something I definitely don't remember, but it is really cool to see this. Good night, Kirby. Now I should go over to this screen. No, not that screen. This screen. There we go. That's the end of Milky Way Wishes. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I completely forgot everything about this mode. I was just winging it. You could definitely tell from the first and second episode where I missed 6 abilities, 3 per episode, because I just could not remember where the abilities were. Yeah, I just kind of went into this blind. Why is it doing that? That's like the 3rd time that's happened. But yeah, that is essentially everything I believe for the normal story of Kirby Superstar. If you have played Kirby Superstar, well, I think that's the end for you. I'm not entirely sure. I would have to recheck, but I'm pretty sure that is all the modes for the normal Kirby Superstar, aside from technically like 1 to 2 things extra. But yeah, those are all the main modes for Kirby Superstar. For Superstar Ultra, though, if you're playing along with me, there's like 3, maybe 4 modes. I need to get that checked out. It's only on the top screen that it's happening. Oh my gosh. That is no bueno. Why is it happening? I'm honestly very scared. I need to I definitely need to send like a message to the person who made the capture card. It may be the cable. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to replace the cable. See if the issue goes away. If not, that's really weird. But yeah, that is all for Milky Way Wishes. Next time on Kirby Superstar Ultra, we will be... What is the next mode? Please stop doing that. DS. Please. I beg you. Next time on Kirby Super... I'm going to go ahead and just change it to the bottom screen. You know what? No, you can't see the... Let's just do that. That way you can still see the art. Next time on Kirby Superstar Ultra, before I get more bothered by whatever the heck that thing is that's happening on the screen. I don't know what the next mode is. I want to say Revenge of the King is the next one. At least that's what I want to say. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, tune in for that, I guess. And here's hoping that that problem goes away on my DS, because I have no idea what's causing it. That is beyond weird. I'm not sure. But yeah, that is it. I don't really have anything else to add on at the moment. Oh, it's Kirby. Hey, Kirby. You know, we would have had it bigger. Oh, and it says and more at the bottom. I didn't get to see that. But yeah, that's it. You can now play Revenge of the King and the Arena, and the sound test is now finally available. Yeah, there are 3 new modes in Ultra. Revenge of the King, Meta Nightmare Ultra, Helper to Hero. Yeah, I wait, hang on. I actually think Helper to Hero is in the original one. So it's just 2 new modes. Revenge of the King and Meta Nightmare Ultra. So, next time, we will be covering Revenge of the King. So, until next time, finally, I've been saying this a lot. Till next time, see you all then for Revenge of the King.